Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the global marketing export and import procedure. Global marketing involves promoting and selling products or services in international markets. Export and import procedures vary by country and can be complex. Export procedure. Market research. Identify target markets and assesses demand, competition and regulations in those countries. Product adaptation. Modify your product or packaging to meet local preferences, standards and regulations. Legal compliance. Understand export regulations, obtain necessary licenses and comply with export control laws. Pricing strategy. Determine competitive pricing while factoring in shipping and custom costs. Distribution channel. Select distribution channels such as agents, distributors or direct sales. Documentation. Prepare export documents like invoices, packaging lists and export permits. Customs clearance. Submit necessary documents to customs authorities and pay applicable duties and taxes. Shipping. Arrange transportation and choose shipping methods air, sea, land based on cost and speed. Insurance. Insure your goods against potential damage or loss during transit. Payment. Negotiate payment terms with buyers considering options like letters of credit. Delivery and after-sale support. Ensure timely delivery and provide customer support as needed. Next is import procedure. Market research. Identify products to import based on market demand and potential profitability. Supplier selection. Find reliable suppliers, negotiate terms, and establish a supply chain. Legal compliance. Comply with import regulations, obtain necessary import licenses and meet safety standards. Pricing and payment. Negotiate pricing, payment terms and currency exchange rates. Import documentation. Gather import documents including invoices, bills of lading and customs declarations. Customs clearance. Submit required documentation to customs authorities, pay duties and taxes and clear customs. Transportation and logistics. Arrange for transportation and logistics for imported goods. Quality control. Inspect goods for quality and conformity to specifications. Distribution. Plan for distribution and warehousing of imported products. Compliance with local laws. Ensure compliance with local regulations regarding labeling, warranties and more. After sale support. Provide customer support and warranty services as necessary. Next is MPEDA's role to export fish from India. The government has tasked the Marine Products Export Development Authority with the responsibility of submitting a memorandum outlining the industry's requirements. Once this memo is received, the government will take proactive measures to rectify shortcomings within the industry, thereby elevating its overall standards. Next is challenges in exporting to key markets. Japan. Stringent inspections and certifications. The fish export industry in India has experienced limited growth in the Japanese market due to additional inspections and requirement for certifications and audits. European Union. Antibiotic contaminants testing to export fish from India to the European Union. It must undergo extra testing for various antibiotic contaminants. United States of America. Wild shrimp banned the United States, a major importer of Indian shrimps, recently imposed a ban on the purchase of wild caught shrimp from India. China. Stricter inspection norms. China, another critical market for fish export, has implemented stricter inspection norms and control measures. These measures have created additional challenges for Indian exports, adding to the complexities of accessing the Chinese market. Next is procedure for how to export fish from India. Obtain Import-Export Code IEC registration. Start by registering your exporting company with the Director General of Foreign Trade. IEC certificate. Obtain an IEC license from DGFT, which is mandatory for all export activities. Ensure compliance with overseas market access requirements. Export certificates. Acquire all necessary export certificates and official assurance to meet the overseas market access requirements. These requirements vary by the importing country. General requirements for export. Familiarize yourself with the importing country's general requirements for export to maintain statutory compliance. Quality control and licensing. Compliance guidelines. As fish export business is subject to strict quality control and ensure compliance with relevant guidelines. Toxic substances and labeling. Obtain certificate confirming that your fish products are free of toxic substances and correctly labeled. Focus on labeling and packaging. Allergen awareness. Pay special attention to labeling and packaging criteria, considering that seafood can trigger allergies in consumers. Special packaging. Use appropriate and secure packaging methods to preserve product quality during transportation. Maintain hygienic practices. Hygiene and handling. Follow good hygiene practices when handling and transporting fish products. Refrigeration. Ensure proper refrigeration during transportation to maintain product freshness. Streamline customs clearance. Indian Customs and Excise Gateway. Utilize the Indian Customs and Excise Gateway to expedite customs clearances. Online application. Submit an online application for an export license through this platform along with the required supporting documents and processing fees. Engage customs house agents. Registered charts to accelerate the clearance processes. You can enlist the assistance of customs house agents registered under the Commissioner of Customs. FSSAI approval process for importing food products in India. Check product eligibility. Ensure that the product that you intend to import is eligible for import into India. Certain products are restricted, prohibited, or require additional approvals. Review the guidelines provided by the FSSAI to determine the eligibility and any specific requirements for your product. Obtain IEC. Require an importer-exporter code from the DGFT. The IEC is a 10-digit code required for importing goods to India. You can apply for IEC online through the DGFT website. Register with the FSSAI. Register your import business with the FSSAI. Submit the necessary documents and information to obtain a food business operator. Labeling and packaging. Ensure that your product packaging complies with Indian regulations. Labeling should be English, if necessary, other regional languages. It should include information such as product name, ingredients, nutritional values, manufacturing date, expiry date, and importer's details. Product testing analysis. Depending on the type of product, you may need to conduct testing and analysis to ensure it meets Indian food safety standards. This can involve testing from contaminants, additives, and nutritional values. Use FSSAI approved laboratories for conducting these tests. Import restrictions and permits. Some food products may import restrictions or require additional permits or licenses from specific government agencies. Check the import policy issued by DGFT to determine any restrictions or requirements applicable to your product. Customs clearance. Prepare all necessary documents including the commercial invoice and packaging list, bill of lading, airway bill, and any permits of licenses. Submit these documents to the customs authorities at the port of entry in India. FSSAI customs clearance. Notify the FSSAI import clearance division about the arrival of your consignment. Provide the relevant details including the bill of the entry, commercial invoice, and other required documents. The FSSAI will issue a no objection certificate (NOC) for customs clearance. Port Health of EER inspection. The Port Health of TER PHO may inspect the consignment to verify compliance with food safety regulations. If necessary, provide samples for testing. Once the PHO is satisfied, they will issue a health clearance certificate. Distribution and sales. Once customs formalities and necessary clearances are completed, you can distribute and sell your imported food products in India. Comply with local regulation regarding storage, transportation and sales of food products. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed.